The bell is not a pile of iron. The bell is a person. The person of our ancestors who are speaking to us today. What was most desire of Louis Riel and his follower? What was the desire of Christ? Is that we come together. We lay down our differences, accept that we are different, instead of accusing one another of being different. It is because of this difference that we are so beautiful. It so happened one time I went to a village, and all they had all over the village, decorating their lawns and everything, were marigolds. Marigolds here, marigolds there, marigolds, marigolds, marigolds. I said they must have had a big sale here. They were very cheap. And everybody bought cheap flowers. But it got boring. It got boring because everybody probably thought it would be nice if we had all the same color. I thank God and I thank the Creator that in the fall He makes everything so different, and even every day. For it is in this difference that we grow. It is in this difference that we become who we truly are. We are our color. We have each our color. We have each our tint. And that what God wants you to be is who you are and nobody else. So we must not fear. We must not fear who we are. But contrary to that, be proud of who we are. Proud of where our roots are sent into this country and how we have blossomed because of these roots. We must never forget those who have planted these roots. And the beginning of the Métis people makes me think of a very biblical sign when we see in Abraham, when he is called to leave his country and to begin a new nation. And that is, for me, what happened here. When people from other areas of the world, from the East, from France, from England, Scotland, came to Canada and began a new nation. Began a new nation in the Métis people, bringing the local First Nation people in contact with those from abroad, forming a new culture, becoming a new people. Yes, just like Abraham was called to build a new nation for God. And that's what Abraham did. He slowly built up his people, just as these people around here in Batoche began forming their farms along the river, and as they began forming their community. And this bell was the email of those days. This bell is one of those cell phones that you have today. They would ring in the morning sometimes to wake you up. They would ring to tell you that somebody has died, a man, a woman, or a child. They would call you into prayer in the middle of the day to tell you to give thanks to the Creator for life He has given to you. And for the evening, and in the evening to give thanks for the day that was fruitful and maybe difficult and full of challenges, but you overcame them because you believed in the Creator. They believed in the Creator. They believed in God. The bell that also told them that there was a fire in a home somewhere. The bell that would tell them that it's time to pray. It would be a gathering instrument of what we real, what God wants of each one of us to gather together and form one spirit, one mind. And therefore, we can walk forward in that spirit. For me, when you started talking to me about the bell, I must say that I didn't know too much about it. It didn't take long that I started searching different ways, different information about this bell, Marie Antoinette. Learning about Marie Antoinette, this beautiful woman that had gone silent for many years. Silent for many reasons. And sometimes each one of us, and I connect myself can see how I contributed to silencing this bell. And all of a sudden I heard, we found the bell. One little problem. It's cracked. Did you ever hear a bell ring when it's cracked? Dong, dong, dong. It doesn't sound very beautiful. It doesn't sound like the bells that we ring at a wedding or a bell we ring at a celebration. It's a dead bell. And then when they told me that it was a dead bell, it was cracked, I said we have to, or together we agreed that we have to repair it. It has to ring again to revigorate our history, to revigorate ourselves and who we are, and to be proud that Christ has created us in His image and has called us not to be afraid in this world, and to go forth to bring that love and hope and faith that our ancestors wanted us to bring to one another. That is what we are celebrating. That is what we are here for. But to celebrate the ringing of a bell. A new life, a new beginning, a resurrection, if we want to call it this way. Not hiding ourselves from who we are, for the language we speak, for the culture we have. We should be proud of it. Do not be afraid. For if we try to be silent with it, like the gospel told us today, it will still be heard. So let us not be afraid. Let us be happy to serve the Lord, to serve the Creator, to serve Christ as brothers and sisters. Sure, we are not perfect. I'm the first one to admit to it. We all know that we are not the perfect human being we like to be. And we do aggravate people, we do get angry, we lack charity, we do all these sorts of things. But we don't stay there, because we are not afraid in our God and our Creator, because we know that He wants us to live in harmony and He will help us to overcome these challenges of life. That is what this bell is calling us to do. That is what this history of this bell, in its silence for many years, is reviving, revigorating in us the blood of our ancestors and the pride we should have in it. So today is a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day for me. It's a wonderful day for the church. We have sometimes not always been the sign of love we were called to be, through the persons who were serving this church. Therefore, we are here today to bring together a beginning, a new beginning, a new outlook, a new future, a new dream for our children and for our grandchildren. For we are here not for ourselves, but for those who have preceded us and for those who will follow us in our children of tomorrow.